Hey guys, how's everybody doing? This is CP Cards and Dice. I hope you're all safe and in self quarantine, healthy, following all the instructions of your local health professionals. This is CP Cards and Dice, and this is Tabletop Baseball TV. We're presenting the 1971 A's game 14. The A's are 8-5 against the White Sox 5-7. It's going to be Terry Foster against Diego Segui. In 71, the A's had four main pitchers. It was Vita Blue, Catfish Hunter, Diego Segui, Pat Dobson, and the last one was Blue Moon Odom. So those are the five main pitchers. This is one of the five. Segui was 10-8 with a 3.14 ERA. I remember Diego Segui with the 1977 Mariners. I believe he was in the expansion draft and they picked him up. So we are in Chicago, in White Sox Park, it was called. The A's lineup is going to be Bert Campaneris leading us off at shortstop. Joe Rudi in left field, batting second. Batting third is Reggie Jackson, the right fielder. Batting cleanup is Tommy Davis. So Tommy Davis is playing in this game. And I'm going to find him somewhere, sitting around somewhere. Here he is. And then he's in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is Sal Bando. Sixth is Mangual. Seventh is Fernandez, a catcher. He's a Yankee. Well, he ends the season with the Yankees, but he's still with the A's at this point. And second baseman is Dick Green, batting eighth, and batting ninth is Diego Segui. So Tommy Davis is in there. Let's get him in there real quick. I don't know that I have him in there. Mincher's still in there. Mincher's not in there for me today. All right, here goes. Let's get started. The way you play deep drive baseball is you roll three D10. 3 D10. Let's see if I can find those. Well, there's 1 D10. There's another D10. Make sure these are D10s. And then the first one should be a red D10, which I may not have. Oh, there it is. There's another D10. All right, they're all the way at the bottom of my little jar of dice. All right, here goes. So you roll the first one. It's 0 to 50, 0 to 49 off the batter, 50 to 99 off the pitcher. Here goes. So that's going to be off the pitcher. We roll the second one. It's an 85. That's going to be an out. What kind of an out? It's a 6. Say a ground ball out to the shortstop, Lee Richard, who scoops it over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So Bert Campaneris grounds out for the first out. Joe Rudi's up next. He's a 5-1. 5-1 is going to be a deep drive. We roll the 4. We're going to use that. Going to have to re-roll on the deep drive chart. A 38 is going to be 1 hop off the wall, and Rudi's going to go on second base with a stand-up double, 1 out double for Joe Rudi. So and Joe Rudi's an average runner. He's going to try to score on a single here. Let's see if we get a single. 67, and that's a strikeout. Reggie Jackson down swinging. Just like that. Tommy Davis now. Tommy Davis batted .324 in 238 plate appearances. So he's a force to be reckoned with. Terry Forster, who was 2-3 with 3.99 ERA. He was both a reliever and a starter. He can go 4, he's not going to be able to go long in this game. It's a 95. That's going to be a 9. That's a fly ball center field. Jay Johnstone is out there. He settles under it, makes the catch, and that retires aside. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. Lee Richard. That's off of Lee Richard's card 33 and a 9. That's a fly to center. Mangual is playing center field. Out number 1. Ed Stroud is second. He's a lefty specialist batter facing a righty. Lefty specialists should never face lefties. 91 off Segui, and that's a 0. That's line and caught by Bando third base. So hit on the screws, but right at Bando, and that's 2 outs. And now it's Carlos May. Ooh, a 90, that's real high, and a 2, and that's a comebacker to Segui. Feels his position, and that retires aside. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the second. Sal Bando leading us off. 40 and a 1, and that's an out. A 1 is popped up. Midfield, Andrews makes the catch. So it's a pop for Mangual is next. And a 0-0, that's going to take us to deep drive territory. Deep drive territory is 66, and that's going to be pulled down the line at the left field corner. Stroud gets it out of there, throw to second, and not in time. Mangual slides in under the tag. A 1-out double. Dick Green is up now against Terry Foster. It's a 61, and that's going to be ball 4. So Green trots on down to first base with a walk, first and second. And we're going to get our trusty. Look at that. Here's my other dice. I knew I had 2 sets of dice. There you go. All right. Green walks. Hold on a second. Now it's Green is up now. That was Fernandez who walked. My fault. I had it mixed up. And that was off the pitcher. It was off the pitcher. Okay. So Fernandez on at first. Mangual's on at second. There's 1 out. It's Dick Green. It's a 22. 22 is going to be a strikeout. Green down, swinging, curveball, gets him. And it's Diego Segui batted to 0.85, so he's not much is going to happen here at 42. That's a strikeout. And that retires the side. So after the A's getting a couple men on, then back-to-back strikeouts. All right, we go to the bottom of the second. Bill Melton leading us off against Diego Segui. Here's a pitch. It's a 29 and a 2, and that's a comebacker to Segui. 1 away. Rich McKinney, 45 and a 3, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman, Tommy Davis. It's going to race McKinney to the bag. 2 away, and now it's Jay Johnstone. Oh, no, I got Andrews. I got Andrews. Let me double check the. Got Andrews, Johnstone, Herman, and then the pitcher. Okay, so it's good. It's all good. All right, 61. And that's going to be off the pitcher. 61 and a 5 is going to be a ball 4. So Andrews walks. And now it's Jay Johnstone. And a 57, that's going to be line base hit. Now Andrews he's a slow runner, goes to average. So with first and third, with 2 outs, we're going to try to send him to third. Let's see if we can do that. And we do. He is safe. Third base, first and third. It's going to bring in Ed Herman. Ed Herman, the catcher. At a 214, here's the pitch. It's a 95 and a 6. That's going to be an out on Segui's card. It's ripped to short. Campaneris over to second base, the short way, and that retires the side. 6-4. We go top of the third. Campaneris leading us off at 21 is a fly to shallow left. Stroud racing in, gets there. 1 up, 1 down. Joe Rudy's next. And an 84 and a 2, and the 2 is going to be a comebacker to Foster. Throws out Rudy, 2 out, and Reggie Jackson. 57, that's line, base hit for Reggie. Johnstone fields it on a hop. Reggie's on with a single. Let's try to see if he can steal. It would have to be really low. No, won't do that. Not even close. Tommy Davis, 0-4. Now, we need to be rolling one of those. If it's a 1, it would be a wild pitch. Otherwise, it's going to be a single, and Jackson goes to third. All right, so now I'm going to start rolling 4 dice because a 1 here would force me to roll for wild pitches and pass balls. And that's going to be an 89 and a 7 is a fly to left. Sal Bandel lifts one left field. Stroud over in left center field makes the catch, and that retires the side. All right, Lee Foster's up. Terry Foster, 0-5. Oh, and that's going to be a deep drive off Foster. Look at that. He's got 0. He had good. Must have hit doubles. He has a 400 batting average. Must have hit doubles. He's got a lot of doubles here. All right, so it's going to take us into the deep drive. Section 77 is a fly ball, deep right field. Jackson makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Lee Richard, bottom of the third. 63. That's a walk. So that's Stroud next. It's a 17, and that's a 9. Fly ball center field. Racing in is Mangual. 2 out, and Carlos May. Carlos May is 72. That's going to be defense. First time we're going over to the defensive chart. We roll a 51. That's going to be a comebacker to Segui, and he's going to bobble it, throw to first, not in time. E1 on the scoreboard. So Carlos May is at first. Lee Richard is at second. There are 2 out, and it's Melton. That's a 30. A 0. That's line and caught by the shortstop Campaneris. That retires the side. We go top of the 4th, no score. Angel Mangual. And that's ground ball and through the left side. Single for Mangual. Frankie Fernandez with a hit and run. That's a 10. And a 10 is a base on ball. So we're going to have to go to the hit and run section. Base on balls and roll. That's a 5. We can use that 5. It's a foul ball. Fernandez again, 47 and a 6. That's ripped to short. That's going to be a Andrews to Richard to May double play. 4-6. Did I say short? 6 is, yep. It's going to be a Richard to Andrews to Mangual double play. 6-4-3. 2 outs, and it's Dick Green. Pitch from Foster. 21 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. Rich McKinney, 97. Oh, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. 97 is an out on Segui's car. That's lined and caught by the third baseman, L5. Bando right there. Mike Andrews, 27. That's a strikeout. Curveball gets Andrews. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, no score. Jay Johnstone. That's a 22. 22 is going to be defensive check. And a 91 sends us to, ask me about the left fielder. Left fielder is Rudy. Rudy's a 5, so that's going to be a ball that's hooked down the line and into the corner. Rudy dives and makes a great play. Joe Rudy. An all-star play, line to left field. But Rudy's there to make the play. He's a 5. That's the only way that would have been caught, with Joe Rudy out in left field. All right, Diego Segui leading us off. 34, that's a strikeout. Top of the 5th, no score. Bert Campaneris. It's a 19, and that is a fly to right. So he takes one in the opposite field, but right there is McKinney. Rudy now. 0-2, that's a deep drive. And a 58, that's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into left field corner. And Rudy around first, trying to second. Here's a throw, not in time. 2-out double, Joe Rudy. I think that's the second double of the game. Reggie Jackson now. That's a 25. We can always roll that to see if there's a 1. 25, and that's going to be strike 3, and that retires the side. Okay. Herman is leading us off in the bottom of the 5th. And it's a 43 and a 6, and that's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop Campaneris. Backhands it, long throw to first. Oh, high throw, but nice stretch by Tommy Davis. Foster, the pitcher, 0-9. It's going to be a deep drive. Holy smokes. That's a snake eyes, which is going to be a ball that's driven in the gap, and that's going to split Mangual and Jackson. And into second base with a 1-out double is Foster. Lee Richard now, and a 38, and a 3 is a ground ball third base. Bando's going to look at Foster. I'm going to roll to see if there's a 1. Nope. So that's a 5-3 put out. And it's going to be Stroud, Ed Stroud, lefty specialist. Here goes. So 49 and a 7. That's going to be a rip to short. Campaneris across the diamond, retires the side. We go top of the 6th, no score. Tommy Davis leading us off, a 94 and a 5. And that is a slow chopper to the second baseman, Andrews, who charges. And he throws out. Bando. Beno throws out, who was that? Throws out Davis. Bando's up. All right, 44 and a 4, and that is a ground at a second. Again, Andrews, 4-3, 2 outs. And Angel Mangual, 4-9 and a 6. And that's ripped to short. Lee Richard, long throw to first, in time. Go to bottom of the sixth, no score. Bottom of the sixth, no score. Carlos May leading us off with a 13, and that's line base hit. Right field, Carlos May on a leadoff single. Carlos May is not slow, not fast. He's just average, so we'll see what happens with that. 24 is a strikeout. Bill Melton down swinging. Big curve by Diego Segui. Rings up Melton, the big hitter, big power hitter for the White Sox. Next is McKinney. And McKinney on a 66 strikes out, back-to-back Ks. And that brings up Mike Andrews. Oh, that's going to be a foul ball. Souvenir for a lucky fan, and an 82. And a 6 is going to be ripped to short. Campaneris, Spinorama, fires the first, and just in time. Top of the 7th. Foul ball. Frank Fernandez leading us off. It's a 46 and a 9, and that's a fly to center. Cruising over is Jay Johnstone. He's there. Dick Green is next. On a 24, that's going to be a defensive check. 88 is going to take us to the left fielder. And unless he's really, really bad, Stroud. How bad is Stroud in left field? That's the question. Stroud is going to be a... Oh, he's really good in left field. Nice catch by Stroud. Wow. It's a 4 out there. In right field, center field is terrible. It's going to be Diego Segui now. Oh, wait a second. I got to pull Foster. Foster's gone beyond his. Stop that. Foster's gone beyond his innings. He's well beyond his innings already. So let me pull him immediately. So Segui is up, and this is starting the 7th. Let's see. Let's grab a White Sox pitcher. Somebody who's been pitching. Romo's been pitching. You can go 2. Eddie's been pitching. Right, we're going to try Eddie. All right. Took a little while to get him to remind myself I had to pull him early. But he's pitched so well that I really wasn't worried about it. All right, there it goes. New pitcher, Don Eddie's a lefty against Diego Segui as a 42. That's going to be a strikeout. All right. That's going to be Johnstone leading us off, a 56, and that's going to be ground ball and through the right side for a base hit. Johnstone is up. Ed Herman, an 83 and a 3, is going to be a ground ball third base. Bando's going to go the short way to Green, throw to first, not in time. 5-4 fielder's choice. Terry Foster. No, it's going to be Eddie. It's going to be Eddie up, and we're going to bring in, excuse me. Let's get a pinch hitter in here. You know what? Another guy's going to come in is this guy, Jack Hez. He's been pitching as well in this series. Raleigh, Alvarado, May, Brinkman. We're going to bring in Walt Williams. We have a lefty. Let's see if Lee May is in there to pinch hit. And he is. So we're going to bring in Lee May to pinch hit. It's not the Lee May. It's another Lee May. So Lee May is in there pinch hitting. Diego Segui. Segui can go 11, so he's still good. And it's a 75 out. It's going to be a ground ball third base. Again, same fielder's choice, 5-4. Lee Richard. It's a 97. And a 6 that's ripped to short. Campaneris backhands. Long throw to first is low. Scoop by Davis. And that's the third out. All right, we're going to get a new pitcher. It's going to be Pat Jacques. I don't know how to pronounce that. It looks like a French name. Pat Jacques, or Jacques. Pat Jacques. Probably the way they said it in English. It's going to be Bert Campaneris versus Pat Jacques. 0-7, ground ball, base hit, center field. Campaneris on with a single. Campy's going to try to steal. Nope, no chance for that. And no wild pitch. All right, Rudy. Rudy with a 65, and that's going to be ground ball, base hit. And Campaneris try for 3, and he's safe. First and third. All right, so infield is in now for Jackson here in the top of the 8th inning. Oh, that's foul back. Reggie Jackson takes a big swing, big cut. Gets a piece of the ball. First and third, infield is in. Jackson, 51. That's a deep drive. Oh, no, not with Jack. Never. Look at that. That's line, base hit. And we can try for Rudy to go to third. See if Rudy get there. And, 74. Rudy may not get there. That's high. Rudy's going to get thrown out. 74. He's medium, 42 to 60. 74 is going to be, he's out. So Rudy gets out 8-5. So it's an RBI single. Let's see now. RBI single, and then it's an 8-5. Runner's thrown out third. All right, so there's one out runner on first. Jackson's going to try to steal. Oh, he may get it. Let's see. Pat Jack. Oh, no, he's a -10. He can't even steal. He's like way below 0 here. All right, so he can't steal. Not against Pat Jack. So Tommy Davis. Jackson on first base, and that's a 0-9. That's going to be line, base hit. And Jackson's going to try to go third. And he's going to be thrown out. All right, so that's going to be a single. Jackson, I don't think is yeah, he's just average. So it's going to be a single, and it's going to be, again, an 8-5, another assist. All right, Tommy Davis is on at first now. So back-to-back runners are thrown out of third base for the A's. Bando's up. Let's see. Yeah. That's a 79 and a 4, and a 79 is going to be a base on ball. So walk for Bando. Manguala's up now. Oh, that's foul back. Angel Mangual, 0-0. And that's going to be a deep drive and a 2. And now we're going to roll. Oh, it was a 2. Get that 2. And we're going to roll 23. That's a deep drive. And that ball is gone. Mangual with a 3-run home run here in the top of the 8th inning. Puts the A's up 4-0. That was huge. That 2 saved us. Because on the ballpark card, where's the ballpark card? Anyway, it's a 0-4 on the ballpark card. I don't know where that is right now. It was up here. Let's see if I sucked it into the there it is. White Sox ballpark card is 0-4. So that 2 was the deciding factor on that home run. All right, so now it's going to be Fernandez. Mangual hit 4 home runs, and that's a 69 and an 8, and a 69 is going to be a single base hit. So Pat Jack is, I think, giving up a bunch of hits already, so he's going to get pulled. Pat Jack is giving up, 6 hits, so he's already fatigued. 5 hits in a row, or 5 hits in an inning, fatigue you. Now I'm going to bring in Vicente Romo now. Game's almost over, guys. We're in the top of the 8th. So that's how fast this goes. It's going to be Green versus Romo. And a 20-26 sixes, ground ball, shortstop. Richard flips to Andrews, and that retires the side, 6-4. We go to the bottom of the eighth. It's going to be Stroud versus Segui. Segui's still in there, hasn't given up a run. And he's gone through the lineup 3 times only. So let's see. That's going to be his 8th. That'll be 11. So he can go this inning. So 99 and an 8 is a fly to left. Ed Stroud flies one out, goes the opposite way, flies one out to left. For the first down at the top of the bottom of the 8th inning, the A's are up 4-0. That's a 99 and a 6, and that's grounded hard to short. 2 out. I don't have to throw that. There's nobody on. Bill Melton. That's a 32, and a 9 is a fly to center on Wall in right center field, makes the catch, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Segui. And now Segui's going to lead off the top of the 9th inning. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. If we can find the A's. Here are the A's. Right, we're going to bring in, let's see who we can bring to pinch hit. Then we're going to bring in Jim Rowland to pitch the 9th inning, the pinch hit. Let's see who's available to pinch hit here. I'm going to bring in Gene Tennis. I like Gene Tennis. I like to bring him into pinch hit. See if I can find him. Gene Tennis won the, I think, MVP in 1972 World Series. He hit like 3 home runs. So he's a fun guy too. So it's Romo against Gene Tennis as a pinch hitter. That's a 25, and that's going to be a strikeout. Tennis down swinging. Next is Campaneris. We're in the top of the 9th, 4-0 A's. Bert Campaneris, a 94 and a 2. That's a comebacker to Romo. 1-3. And it's Joe Rudy. That's a 0-6. That's going to be line base hit. Center field, Joe Rudy with a 2-out single. He's on at first. Reggie Jackson, 91. We should roll this one as well. No wild pitch. 91 is a 2, and that's a comebacker. Again, Romo feels his position, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Jim Rowland is in there. And here goes Rich McKinney. So 51. Uh-oh, that's a deep drive. And a 29 is going to be a deep drive, and that ball is gone. Lifts one deep left center field over Rudy's head, over the fence, busts the fence for a home run, makes it 4-1 ball game. Off Jim Rowland, there goes a shutout. Mike Andrews is next with 47 and an 8, and that's line center field. Mangual is right there, L8. Jay Johnstone with a 25 and a 0. That's line caught by the second baseman. Dick Green. Get on the screws, but right at Green. And Ed Herman, catcher's up. Lefty batter, 61. Oh, lefty versus lefty. 61 is base on balls. Base on balls, and it's going to be the pitcher, Romo. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Going to bring in Brinkman. There's a catcher who pinch hit. I saw him pinch hit. Chuck Brinkman. Let's double check that. He's a circle. He's a specialist, a righty specialist. He's not. That means he's not supposed to bat against righties. So Jim Rowland's a lefty, so it's good. It's all good. 2 outs. Ed Herman's at first base. Here's the pitch to Brinkman. That's a 59. And that's going to be a base on ball. So back-to-back walks, which brings the tying run to the plate in Lee Richard. We're going to roll out. We got to roll out again. Oh, no, it's a 7. And we got to roll out again. Nothing. We're going to roll again. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's a deep drive off Lee Richard. So that's a potential home run ties the ball game right here. So if we roll a 0-12 or a 75 to 99, no, it's 87 to 90. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a 13. Oh, that just missed it. That's going to be a triple. That's a line, pull down a line into left field corner. Around second is Lee Richard trying for third, and he is safe. Wow. Okay, so we're going to bring in Raleigh Fingers now. The tying run is 90 feet away. 4-3 ball game. They've come up. The White Sox have come up with 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Holy smokes! Here comes Raleigh Fingers. Oh, actually, Raleigh Fingers is not my guy. Who's coming up? Let's see who's coming up. It's Lee Stroud. So we're gonna bring in Walt Williams for Lee Stroud. Ed Stroud. So, and I'm gonna leave Roland in there. Who else do I have here that can come in? Oh, Ron Klinkowski. Yeah, that's what I'm bringing in. Ron Klinkowski. Let's make sure that he's here. There he is. All right, Klinkowski versus Walt Williams. For the runner at third base. Here goes. This could be the time run at third base, guys. 4-3, 2 outs. Klinkowski's on the mound for the A's. Oh boy, that's going to be line base hit. That's going to tie the ball game. That's not good. I got a meeting at 8:30 and it's 8:07. Carlos May. Holy smokes! How did that happen? That's amazing. All right. And it's a 48. And a 48 is going to be lined and caught by the first baseman, Davis, and that retires the side. But the White Sox tied up in the bottom of the 9th with 4 runs, big hit being that 2-run triple with 2 outs and runners on first and second, the 2 walks given up by Jim Rowland. Holy smokes, that was a shocker there. A shock. Oh, wait, there's only 2 outs now. Wait a second. Let's do that again. That's line, but we could get a double play. Nope, no double play. All right, so up now is Carl. Wait a second. No, that was a line out. Okay, line out 4. That's it. That's a third out. All right, so we're going to need a new pitcher. It's going to be Magnuson. So Magnuson is coming into pitch for the White Sox. And from this point on, pitchers are going to start batting and bunting and stuff like that because I'm running out of pitchers, especially for the White Sox. Okay, so it's going to be Tommy Davis leading us off in the top of the 10th inning, all tied at 4. What a game, guys. What a game. Who's there, ID Jester? Yes, ID Jester. Absolutely, man. Staying away from everybody. Dave Gardner. Hey, Gardner. How are you, brother? All right, the White Sox has just come up with 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th. They've tied at 4-4. I got a meeting in 20 minutes, so I have to get through this in 20 minutes. It's the top of the 10th, Oakland A's. Tommy Davis is leading us off against Jim Magnuson, a lefty. Here's a pitch. Oh, that's a 0-6. That's going to be line. Base hit for Davis. Davis batted .324 in 1971. He had a heck of a season. Next is going to be Bando. We're rolling that 20-sided die to see if there's a 1. There's no 1. And here's Bando at 54, and that's going to be a deep drive. Uh-oh. That's exactly what we needed right now. Hopefully a 2-run homer, and that ball is going to be that ball's going to be a deep drive, right field. Back goes McKinney to the track and makes the catch. Holy smokes. Gave it a ride, but did not have the carry. On a roll of a 0-1, a 9's not going to do it because that makes it ballpark effect. And the ballpark effect is a deep drive to right field. Yikes. All right, so 1 out. Sal Bando went the opposite way with some power, but it did not pay off. Mangual is up next, and that's an 82 and a 3. And that's a slow grounder to the first baseman, May. He's going to race Mangual to the bag. 2 outs. Moving to second is Tommy Davis. So the go-ahead run is at second base for Frank Fernandez, 59, and that's going to be single base hit. But let's see, this could score the tying run here, but we're going to have to check. There's a whole issue here because Davis is the runner. Okay, he becomes fast, but the running chart says because this is a regular single, it's an infield type single, or it's an infield right to the outfielder, 59. And that's a single, which says it's a question mark. So we're going to have to roll. So there's going to be a play at the plate here. Let's get a play at the plate. We're looking for about 70%. 70% he's safe. If we roll higher in the 70s, we're screwed. 70s, 80s, and 90s, we're really screwed. And that's a 68. I think he just made it. Here's the throw to the plate, the relay. And, at 68, he's fast. And it goes 42 to 69, he's safe. So he is safe. Oh, my goodness. And Herman is arguing. And out comes the manager for the White Sox, Chuck Tanner. He's mad as hell. But the A's have gone up 5-4. Wow. Tommy Davis with a nice hook slide evaded the tag by Ed Herman, but Ed Herman saying he got him on the back. All right. So runner on first, green is up, roll out for the wild pitch. There's no one there, about 5%. And that's the way I play it. 42. And that's a 6. That's going to be a rip to short. Lee Richard flips to Andrews, and that retires the side. 6-4. All right, we go to bottom of the 10th. The question is, can Ron Klimkowski hold on? Klimkowski versus the power-hitting Bill Melton, who bashed 33 round trippers with a 269 average. Let's see what happens. We need 3 outs, A's. Come on. Come on, Amazins. 63, and that is strike 3. Bill Melton. Down looking. Rich McKinney's next. Here's the pitch to McKinney. It's a 96 and an 8. And that's a fly ball right field. Jackson racing in and gets there. Nice catch by Jackson. 2 outs. 1 out away from a victory here. 5-4 A's. The hero is going to be Frank Fernandez if the A's can hold on. Here's Andrews. That's a 93, and that's going to do it. That's popped up. And that's going to be on the right side. Tommy Davis in foul ground. Calls for it and makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Hallelujah. Ron Klimkowski wins it 2-0. The loss goes to Jim Magnuson. Diego Segui is the MVP. Did a great job. And let's see what Diego Segui did to earn the MVP. Went 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 31 batters faced. But the game winner went to Frank Fernandez in that 10th inning, the top of the 10th inning. Joe Rudy had 4 hits, improved his batting average to .316. Tommy Davis had 3 hits, batting .333. So that was a fun game. You had a crazy comeback in the bottom of the 9th. And that's it for today, or for now. I have a meeting in how many more minutes? In 15 minutes. So I'm going to take a little break, maybe get a coffee. Great to see you guys. I'm glad you could stop by and check out a presentation of Deep Drive Baseball. It moves very fast. It's a lot of fun, has a lot of nuance. It abstracts a lot of things. But that's what it does. And it doesn't pretend to be something that it's not. It's very straightforward, easy game to play. You do have to print out the PDF. So I set up my printer. I don't like cutting cards, but I have to cut cards. What can I do? It's the only way it comes. But it's worth the fun. It's something different that I don't really cut a lot of cards. So the fact that I'm cutting these cards and cool. And then you got to go to the extra players to get the extra players. That's true. And sometimes the players are with the team that they ended the season on, so you may have to do that. But when you play older seasons, it's much easier because there are many fewer teams, right? Many fewer teams, so there are many fewer cards you have to cut out, and there's many fewer trades. So there's not a lot of guys that end up on different teams that you need to use. So that minimizes all that headache. Plus, there's not a lot of pitching changes. That's another thing. If you're learning a new game, if I'm learning any new game, I will go to like earlier seasons, like 70 seasons. That's how I would do it. So this is CP Cards and Dice. Thanks for stopping by, and I will be back later.